is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Noles will kick it away to start. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man. It's Alexander. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Unloads to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. To the air, it's Dyer. Fears the pressure. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back into 13.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting a pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Takes the handoff. It's Pena. Turning it on.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 21 to Western Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's crossed. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's crossed. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Surging forward on the sneak. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Rousseau. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Right back to the well. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Dyer. A little screen to the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rousseau. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sideline, it's crossed. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going to sling it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Ware. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their...
There he goes! Touchdown, UNC! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Noles want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and go.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense, and you're thinking second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden, you're in third and long, and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this. But we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Rousseau. There he goes! That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive.
Here we go.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Touchdown, Florida State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Get set, get set.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cross. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! Once he got some room, it was over. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Ware. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on 1st down from the 40. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Inside the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointing to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.